Question: can I carry a small pocket lock knife in public? The short answer is no, regardless of the length of its blade, unless you have a statutory defence according to the law in England and Wales. More said about statutory defences to carrying knives later. Let me explain by making 4 points. Point 1. As a reminder, the offence of carrying knives in public is contained in Section 139 of the Criminal Justice Act 1988. This states, subsection 1, any person who has an article to which this section applies with him in a public place shall be guilty of an offence. Subsection 2, subject to subsection 3 below, this section applies to any article which has a blade or is sharply pointed, except a folding pocket knife. And subsection 3, this section applies to a folding pocket knife if the cutting edge of its blade exceeds 3 inches. Point 2, what you notice about the Criminal Justice Act is that it does not specifically mention whether a person can carry a small pocket lock knife with a blade of 3 inches or less, like the Act specifically mentions a folding pocket knife. Point 3, case law steps in and interprets the Act and fills in the blanks and basically decided a lock knife is not the same as a folding pocket knife, even though they may both be able to fit into your pocket by folding the blade. Harris versus DPP and Fahimi versus DPP were both ultimately unsuccessful appeals against conviction involving lock knives and sought to ascertain the intention of or thinking behind the Act and in essence accepted the DPP submissions. When the knife is locked, it becomes in effect a fixed blade knife, and the intention of the statute is to prevent the carrying of such a knife. I accept that point. And then the court makes the following judgment. To be a folding pocket knife, the knife has to be indeed readily and immediately foldable at all times, simply by the folding process. A knife of the type with which these appeals are concerned is not in this category, because in the first place, there is a stage, namely when it has been opened, when it is not immediately foldable, simply by the folding process. And secondly, it requires that further process, namely the pressing of the button. Point 4. What this therefore means is that if you carry a lock knife in public, you would need either a good reason or lawful authority, or fall within one of the specific statutory defences. That is, your knife is used at work, is for religious reasons, or part of a national costume. Please check out the post in the series on 10 good reasons you can carry a knife in public, 5 bad reasons you cannot carry a knife in public, and more. Feel free to comment, follow, like and share.